And they're off.
Boom! Monday.
Monday. Nice weekend, sir.
Great weekend. Are you kidding? It was, got to celebrate some new additions to the family on Saturday. Got to, stay in our routine of going to church on Sunday, which was really great. A great service. And Father Bob did a great job as always. And then got to eat a Java and jam, which food was great. But they had a orange juice squeezing machine that I was like just absolutely obsessed with. You got to watch the oranges go into the machine. It was like a Willy Wonka juicing machine. So great stuff. And then spent the day hanging out. We watched some good TV. Jules is just growing like a weed. So he's rolling around. He's making tons of noises. Just tons of great stuff.
So there are 132 days left until the end of the year. If anybody was counting, we are. Got to make the most of every day. What percentage do we get better every day, sir?
1%. But do we actually get better is the question.
Here you go.
All right. I wrote about that on Saturday, and I got a lot of, great reaction from it. But I think, we talk about the 1% mindset all the time. And I was reviewing my running times. I was looking over the past 2 weeks, and I was like, none of this got 1% better every day. I was like, yeah, I'm better than I am right now than I was 2 weeks ago. But if you look at the up and down of my times in running, it was like, it's not 1% better every day. But it was the challenge to try to get better that got me to where I needed to be. So that's what it's about. It's about the mindset.
I agree. I think it's a focus. It's a place to look at getting better. And if you don't, you get up and you do it again tomorrow. We have a really unique show today. I don't know if you got a chance.
Love it. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it.
I took a random sample of 10 of the people that are here in the huddle and what they're posting on social media. Based on all of the content we share, based on all of the rules and regulations. So it's going to be a follow the leader kind of day. Before we do that, you know how important family is to us. So give me a Jules and Kai update. Bam.
I love it. It's the boys are doing great. Jules is, just over 4 months. And it's funny because, as the process and system guy, last night he was all over the place. Rolling around on his stomach, on his side, like just refusing to sleep through the night. Not upset and crying, but just enough to where it was like I could hear him and I knew he wasn't sleeping. So like in my soul, I'm like, dude, I would just love to put you to sleep. But I'm like, what am I going to be mad at him? Because he's learning and growing. But great stuff. And then Kai had his baseball tryouts on Saturday. So did really well. And in that mindset of like 1% better, did not get a hit in the tryout, right? But the takeaway was that he stepped up to the plate. He knew how to get in his stance. He knew how to swing the bat, and he got some really good cuts at the ball. And so that's improvement. Did he get what he wanted? Was he 1% better? No, he got 0 hits, but he got better and he did really well in fielding. So great stuff going on with him.
I loved my FaceTime with him. It was fantastic. It was Sunday morning, just a piece of deliciousness. Can't start the week without a Shea update on Chanel. This one's a doozy.
Chanel, hey, ready? You ready? You ready? You ready?
I love it. That head is so Shea.
Shea. It is basically Shay reincarnated, man. It's like, but
Seeing a little Shay in the swing.
It's very important to us, family. So we're engaged in each other's lives. It's all great. We got a great show. Stick around because we're going to kick Monday in the ass. Shay, wake us up.
Wake up, everybody! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Wake up! Come on! Come on! Wake up, everybody! Teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen what you have to say. Wake up, everybody! No more sleeping in there. No more about the thinking, time for thinking ahead. Come on now.
So you guys know that on Monday mornings, I like to do a motivational video or something that kind of kicks you in the ass, a little jolt of energy. Shay found this for me the other day, and it's just amazing what some people allow themselves to do because their mind opens up. Shay showed me this skydiving.
I'm going to be going about 120 miles an hour, and roughly 1 second before I impact, I want to flip to my back and land real nice.
So far out on that. Out. Ow.
He wanted to land real nice.
No. Why on God's green earth would you jump out of a plane?
Now, here's what's
without a
unbelievable.
parachute?
And this is unbelievable. This morning, Howie Craw posts something on social media.
Jumping out of a plane.
Jumped with his daughter and the parachute didn't work. That's the exact reason why I never do it. Man.
Oh my. So like I have a lot of questions about that video though. Like all those people who showed up, how many of them are watching him like hoping like, oh, what's gonna happen here? You know what I mean? Like, am I gonna be here to watch this guy go splat, or is he actually gonna make it into this square?
The guy jumps out of the plane and he's got to land in a football field. I mean, it's
out.
It's pretty cool. So I thought that was a way to really kickstart the day. So you kickstart it by following the leader. That's what the leader does. And you don't have to go to that extreme. But if you want today to open your mind about what's possible, he showed you what's possible. You can also get started on a Monday morning with music. And I got two doozies for you. So Shay, give me The Doors, Light My Fire.
Say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. And you hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Shine all we can only lose. Become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
for some reason, I got into the Doors yesterday. Just listen to the Doors all day long. There's a zillion great songs. But what it also reminded me of, this guy's got the best doppelganger ever, right? Show me Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
California. Ladies and gentlemen, here now, the Doors.
You know that it would be untrue.
We're okay sound-wise.
You know that I would be alive if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher.
Yeah. He said it. He said it on national TV. I can't believe that. What's he doing? What's that? What's that? Oh, Jesus, get off it. You can see his face. Yo, you blew it, you little shit. You'll never play Sullivan again. Watch him.
You know I'm gonna say it, right?
Yeah.
Jim Morrison. No, baby.
Yes.
No. Yeah, another one.
Yes.
More one for the good guy.
As a matter of fact, he got arrested in Tallahassee for dropping his
That's right.
pants.
That is correct.
I just, you know what? So the music is great, but isn't that incredible how much he looked and sounded and acted like it?
Val
Pretty,
Kilmer did an
pretty
amazing
incredible.
job of reincarnating Jim Morrison for that movie.
So amazing. I want to get into this thing that I thought about over the weekend. So we teach people that you can take the content any way you want in social media, but it's really more about documenting your life so that when you meet somebody, they can go and see who you are, not what you do. Part of who you are is what you do. So I have 10 examples, you included, because I think you have done a great job. But we're going to start out with one of our newest coaches, Lori Salarillo. Show me Lori Salarillo. So Lori got to keynote on Friday night, and she shared that with the world. So honored to keynote at the Broward County Women's Lawyers Association. She put together a nice collage of the pictures, of the event. But when we speak about documenting, look at the smiles, look at the, you got a real inside look. So it wasn't just the audience. Your comments, sir.
I think the habit is taking the pictures, right? It's really easy to get caught up in our own natural behavior of being at the event and saying hello to people and, being there to speak and talk. But if you don't, build the habit to document what's happening while it's happening through taking the pictures, it makes it much harder to go back and then share it again because you don't have the images to go along with it. And it's not that stories don't work really well. Stories work great, but if you don't have the image to go along with it, it doesn't have the same impact.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. So I agree with you. The habit of taking pictures, I started doing it early enough that when I would get together with people, they go, are we going to take a picture? They wanted to take a picture because they knew I was going to share them in my social media. I was going to introduce them in a relevant way to my audience. So kudos to Lori. Great job. Congratulations. Way to represent, way to be on the ball. Love it. Okay. Number 2, Andy Smith, who I will tell you is one of my favorite newest.
Puts out great content all the time. Like there was one that I saw the other day of him where he was in the car and he was just driving, and I was thinking to myself, like, did he set the camera up on a tripod? Like, how did he get this vantage point from the passenger seat so steady as he was giving his message? It was awesome.
So Jen, our other newest coach, is coming to us from Greece, and she gets it. You just be that person that everybody wants to be in your media. In this particular case, Andy got invited to a TED Talk in northern Georgia, and here he comes. He's sharing the event with people. So not only did he get to listen and learn, he's taking his lessons and sharing them with his audience. Creativity drives innovation. If innovation drives change, ideas are the currency. And then he goes on to tell about all of this stuff. Tell me your story. There's real value there. I didn't get to go to that TED event.
Yep.
TED events are usually very small, a couple hundred people max. Well, all of a sudden he puts that content in the universe. I shared it. I grabbed it. You'll do the same. You liked it, shared it with your audience. So kudos to Andy, because that was a great, great job. Now let's look at you, Mr. Nudelberg.
Which, oh yeah. So first of all, what happened was great here, right? Like we ordered Uber Eats last weekend. It showed we had people in town. We had Gabby's mom here with her stepdad Lewis. We ordered food for everybody, and it shows up, and there's these little note cards on every single one of the bags. And so for me, it was like, dude, somebody went out of their way to try to make an impact on me. Why would I not immediately share this with everybody? And it got a ton of traction. There were a lot of people commenting. The best comment I got on this post, actually, though, was somebody who said, you should never use your stovetop as a counter. It's not fire safe, and like gave me a whole bunch of other places to put the stuff down. I was like, it's really great.
But here's the point I want to make. You couldn't have gotten up in the morning and planned that post.
No.
It happened. You were aware. You grabbed it. You took the picture. And the following day, you had content. Hey, I want to share what happened to me yesterday, which is so significant in terms of how we, this whole platform works. So kudos.
Which I think that's, how we said it really well on one of the GOTB calls. But your camera roll is your inspiration for content.
Correct.
If you do a great job of documenting everything that happens, you don't have to think about it. You can just go back into your camera roll and start scrolling through the pictures to say, what do I want to share and why do I want to share it?
Now, the reason why I'm doing this today is all of these people, when they got into LinkedIn, their content sucked. Your content sucked. My content sucked until you got in a rhythm and you got good at it and you practiced. And the more you did the reps, the better you got. So talking about inspiration, let's go to Virginia. Virginia's in this huddle at 5 o'clock in the morning out on the West Coast. And she talks about inspiration. She asks the question, where do you find yours?
I love it.
That's a question. Then she shares how she gets hers.
Yep.
Gets it from movies, TV, food, people. It's everywhere. And if you want to live a life like that and then share it with people, that's where the goodies are. Great job, Virginia. Moving on to Mr. Craw, right? So he took our course. He hired me as a coach, right? Big announcements coming with him, but he is sharing all the things he's passionate about. He's really a passionate Yankee fan. Right? The Yankees are in the worst slump ever. They finally pulled one out yesterday. But if you are a Yankee fan, you're instantly connected to this post. If you understand that all humans go through slumps, he's sharing with you this emotional, being that's happening that's outside of his realm, but he's sharing a piece of him. Hey, I'm rooting for them to get better, but.
And it's his takeaways, right? To me, it's like, if we're going to own the 1% better mindset, right? And I think Hayden asked, like, what's the metric for measuring that 1% better is the activity. Did you do it or did you not do it? It's not about the result. It's not about whether or not you actually got incrementally better. It's not whether or not you passed the test or failed the test. It's, did you get up to take the test? If you took the test, you put in the work necessary in order to give yourself an opportunity to be better. So if we're all adopting the mindset and we're all in this belief that we're going to get better every day, then we're filled with tons of content because we're learning something. We're looking at something and not just taking it at face value, but we're analyzing it, we're thinking about it, we're having our own thoughts from it. And then you have the ability to share those, which is what the share button is all about. Every time you hit send on a post, you're hitting share. You're not hitting document. You're not hitting create. You're not hitting, viral. You're hitting share. That's all you're doing every time.
All right. I've got 4 more. I know I want to get to these, but Casey hits it right on the head because now you meet Howie and you get to know him a little bit more every day. That's how Howie is my new best friend because Howie is sharing Howie.
Right.
Not one of these posts talks about anything to do with selling or business, or none of them. Look at all of these that are great. Let's keep going. So my man Dan Nelson, show me Dan. Bang. So
this was a phenomenal post.
This
I
was
love
a
this
fucking doozy, man. I'm going to use this. This is amazing.
Right.
A bottle of water at Costco is 25 cents. Same bottle is 50 cents at the supermarket. $2 at a bar. I mean, I love this. Airport is $5. The bottle and the brand is the same. The only thing that changes, each place gives a different value to the same product. I thought this was really thought-provoking.
1,000%. It was, and you know, it was just it was a thought that he had that he shared. Where he learned that, where he came up with that idea, doesn't matter. He had it, and he had the ability to share it with everybody, which look at how many people it resonated with, and it's a great opportunity to just share with your network. That is the whole point of content sharing.
Love it. Cynthia Barnes, who was in here last week, her first post after working with us, I said, what'd you do this weekend? She goes, I went fishing. I go, do you have any pictures? She says, I do. I said, when I talk to you about fishing in relationship to business, what comes up? Selling is a lot like fishing.
Right.
There it is, man, you know? So, you know, here's a woman who had lots of people that were following her, but no engagement. Boom, tons of engagement. So great job, Cynthia. Michael Rosenberg, who is part of Rogue Lawyers. We had our call last week. First of all, they shared with us 7 weeks in, they got their first deal. They go, dude, it works. I don't know how or why. We had made a bet at the beginning of our engagement that I told them, I said, listen, it's Goop Proof. It's not me. I'm telling you how this system works. Inbound, they got a brand new opportunity. So they were thrilled, but he's sharing the fact that he's learning and he's proud of the fact that he's doing so, you know, self-serving. Am I thrilled? Yeah, he shared us to his audience. And sure enough, somebody in his audience reached out to us and wants to get trained. Oh, crazy. Last one. And this is your buddy, Nick. Right. And this is part of what we wrote. Look at this. This is such a cool shot.
We posted this last night. I saw it and I was like, oh, and what it did for me was he talked about being at a Dave Matthews Band concert. And I was like, oh, I saw DMB. I saw DMB in Kentucky. And so all it is offering up another connection point to people to say, Nick and I could have a conversation about Dave Matthews Band now, but also everybody in his audience. Like, this is why I want people to understand that it's a networking event. It's not you're trying to become an Instagram influencer. It's not that you're trying to become an influencer in the word of what we understand social media influence as. It is truly offering up points of conversation, because when I said, oh, I saw DMB in Kentucky, great show, there were 5 people who liked that comment that I didn't even know. Oh, I saw DMB in Kentucky too. So now there's conversations spinning off of Nick's content for me because I commented on it. And the reason I commented on it is because Nick shared something that connected with me.
So congratulations to all those samples that I pulled. If you're in the huddle and you're not following those people, follow them, engage with them, like their comment, like their content, do unto others like you want done to yourself. You want people to really share and really be part of your shit. Be part of their shit first. Right.
It's the way it works. You got to give to get. I don't care if it's respect,
Monday,
trust, likes, comments, whatever.
Great job, man. I want to grab a Yingling with you, brother.
Great start to the week. Great stuff. Let's get after it, guys. Let's get down to business.
Please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business.